Am I good? I think so. What's going on? It's your boy, Jones the Great, aka Alchie's favorite, back at it again with yet another podcast. I believe we're on episode 7 and or 8. I don't know. I'm not keeping track anymore. I'm just flowing and going. But on this episode, I would like to talk about a couple of things. My first thing is just that I was reanalyzing music. I've been listening to a lot of really good music lately, like a lot of really good music. But I've been going back to the oldies. I've been listening to I'm always listening to oldies, but I really have been analyzing Sonics lately. I've been super obsessed with Sonics. That's been my thing. Like Sonics have been my thing, and I've been listening to like a lot of like old school things. Um, like Michael Jackson, old school Prince, a lot of old school Jay-Z, and then even like newer Sonics, like a lot of people that are like really plugged into now, like Travis Scott, Childish Gambino, even some have the baby just dropped a new album. That was really dope. But it makes you think that where are Sonics gonna go 10 years from now? Because we have this weird thing where we never know exactly where music is gonna go, but we just hope that it's in a better place than it was for a little bit. Because I know for like we're in 2020, I know from like 2015 to 2017, there was a lot of like the SoundCloud rapping, and there was a lot of people making like weird Afro beats and all that good stuff. But I feel like now everything is like super experimental, where there's not really one genre. And I know that's cliche to say, but there's definitely not just one genre of music anymore. Like you get weird people like not weird people. I don't mean to say weird. I mean you get creative people like Little Uzi, where he kind of blends a little bit of Paramore, a little bit of Green Day, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you get this everything fused into one. Like when I was growing up, there was really no cross genres, I guess you could say. I was born in '96, so there was really no cross genres. Everything was kind of separate. Like I grew up predominantly around a lot of white people, so I mean say it like that, but I grew up where everything was like you had to listen to rock and roll, listen to hip hop, listen to pop, and then that was it. There was nothing was really crossing at that time. And so was it 2000? I was 6 or 7 when I was listening to a lot of music. So at the time, who was out? Yeah, like Yin Yang Twins and Little John, Nelly. Who else is out? Oh my gosh, all that crunk music, Snap Your Fingers, Hurricane Chris, like all that just super trappy, uppity music. And then on the other side of that, a lot of the kids in my class listen to like Green Day. Who else are they listening to? My Chemical Romance, I think. All those bands. And the only reason I was put on to those brands and bands is because that I was around that crowd. So it wasn't like I'm just like I went into the store. Circus City was, oh my gosh, bro. Circus City was around at the time, so it wasn't like I would go in there and be like, yeah, let me get a Green Day CD. It was just I was just kind of exposed to it because of the people I was around. But that's when at that time there's really no like, there's really no cross genres. There was nothing happening, and then you start to get a little bit more. You're like, oh, okay, now this rapper's on this Rockstar remix. It was really dope, and then you start to see. For me, I'm saying from my perspective, you start to see Lil Wayne kind of cross genreing into rock. You start seeing, well, this is old, but you start to see, like Jay Z even had the 99 Problems, but I think he had the like didn't he have the Linkin Park remix? But you start seeing all those crazy genres kind of fuse and mix, and then come 6th or 7th grade, you start seeing like pop was really big, but the pop and the urban kind of started mixing. And then when I was in middle school, once I got middle school, everybody wanted to be black. Like it was over. Like it was over at that time when I was in 7th grade. Who was it? It was New Boys that came out. Tyga had just become like Tyga was becoming popping. Cole just came out. Kendrick is not popping like he is now, but he was out too. Cole's mixtape was making noise. So at that time, there was really no like. There was really still like separate, but at that time, hip hop started really. You could tell it was really picking up. And then I was in the 8th grade. It was still like that jerk movement. That jerk movement was out. Tiger was still popping. Tiger was popping for a long time. Tiger was still popping. Lil Wayne had just dropped like Lollipop, bro. So it was still turned. So I saw like it go from, we're kind of over here. You guys still over there with your music. You still over there with your music. And then all of a sudden, like these genres just started, boom, mixing. YouTube starts popping out. You know what I'm saying? YouTube starts coming in a little bit, but nobody's really using YouTube like they're using YouTube now. So that was lit as well. And then you also had the skinny jeans started popping in, like the tight color skinnies because of the new boys. And then by the time I get to like my freshman year, it's like Waka Flocka. 50 was still on his rise a little bit. 50 Cent was still on his rise a little bit. Jeremiah was still on his run. He was on a long run though because he was going crazy. And then that just, I could see from now that I'm recollecting, I could see that hip hop definitely took over slowly. Even now, where you, like I said, you get a mixture of everything else, and it's like, yo, that's crazy. So I still have to say that sonically, it's crazy that how fast everything has changed because we've come such a far way with music. I just want to know, because we're in 2020 now, this is a new millennium, so I would like to see like a 2030 where we're going to be at sonically. That'd be crazy. Because now it's like, bro, like, what more genres could you even make? That'd be crazy to see. And then even with that, like, the genre barrier is already being broken because you have people like Tyler the Creator, who is an amazing rapper, who he's just an amazing rapper who you hear like a lot of funk influences, you hear a lot of jive influences. Like he has his own style, but within that style, you're like on Igor, you're just like, bro, this is crazy. Then if Billie Eilish, who's popping in like her music is pop, but there's definitely some hip hop twang, and you just hear like her sonics are crazy. And then you have Travis, of course. Travis has definitely he just controls his own chaos, bro. Like there's nobody that can. I don't think there's anybody like he has like that golden voice. Then you have people like, you have Migos, who are always going to be popping because they have classic party songs. And then you got Sway Lee. So it's crazy to see how far music has come. And I would really like to see where it goes in the next 10 years. I think that, in my opinion, sonically, I think the elements of hip hop will still be there, but I still feel like it's definitely going to change because from 2010 to now, the crazy amount of transitions that have happened is insane. Like, how old was I? 2010. I was 14. I had an iPod. And then to now, it's like everything, music is on your phone, just there. Like streaming wasn't even around 10 years ago, which is crazy. You still kind of had to buy albums, and now streaming's around. But streaming's forever though. I'm pretty sure stream is not going anywhere. But man, wild. But yeah, thank God so much for watching. Been your boy, Jones the Great. Click like if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're listening to the podcast, then share it.